We expect a big-time crowd for this one from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Ought to be a good one here between the San Diego Padres and the Los Angeles Dodgers. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Will Myers will come forward to lead things off as this NL Division Series is about to take flight.
These guys come in here on a high following their wild card victory. So even though they won't have the home field advantage, they do have that momentum going for them and a postseason win under their belts already.
Stepping in, Alexi Ramirez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Kershaw's ready. Here comes the first pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The rain, as we've mentioned, coming down fairly steadily here at game time. EK, how'd you like playing in the rain?
It wasn't that bad. The only problem, sometimes up at the plate, batting gloves would get wet while it was raining. It made it a little difficult to hit.
1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike, 1 and 2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1 and 2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And a swing and a miss by Ramirez as he's down on strikes here for route number 2. Here comes the first pitch. Matt Kemp is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
And with 2 outs here and nobody on, if he gets a fastball like that one, he won't be afraid about airing one out here. This is a swing for the fences type situation.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. 1 and 2, here it comes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. What's the key for a home victory, Steve?
I think you really have to be patient in this one. Work the count, take some pitches, and then put the ball in play. I think you're going to have to try to manufacture runs 1 base hit at a time.
Howie Kendrick comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And there's a swing and a miss by Kendrick as he falls behind now 0-2.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. Digging in now, Corey Seager, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Chopped weakly to the left. Solarte is up with it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting third.
And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Adrian Gonzalez gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
2 out, nobody on. Not close. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away. Justin Turner set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well. especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
And as it turns out, the two-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that. Derek Norris makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Derek Norris.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. On towards second is Norris. And a wide throw as this one gets by him at the bag. Yonhervis Solarte will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
Kershaw comes set. First pitch on the way. In there at the knees, strike one. No one out with a runner at second. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Peterson is there, and he has it for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Melvin Upton Jr. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. No score here as we play inning number 2. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Boy, no fear in that location. He just ramped up and threw it right by him.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. John Jay, the hitter now, with a chance to pick up that runner from second with 2 away.
And this could prove to be a huge at-bat in this game because you don't want to let these type of scoring opportunities slip away early.
Here's the first pitch to him. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Hit well on the ground to first. Gonzalez is up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Padres leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of. Yasiel Puig strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Yasiel Puig.
Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Fielded by Ramirez. And reined in 1 away.
Batting 6.
Now in the box, Yasmani Grandal, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret this is his favorite side to hit from.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the dangerous left fielder, Carl Crawford. Line drive to left, and that will be the first base hit of the ball game for the Dodgers. Jock Peterson set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. And there goes Crawford. Pitches a called strike. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Dodgers go down quietly. We'll move to the third with no score. Corey Spangenberg is into the box as we are all set to begin the third. We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8. Leading off the inning, Will Myers, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Back goes Peterson, still going back. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same, a home run. A solo shot here off the bat of Will Myers, and it gives the Padres a 3-1 lead.
And how important might that home run turn out to be in the whole grand scheme of things? That's going to make this now a 2-run game here in the top of the 8th. And with this bullpen needing 6 outs, they just got a little bit of wiggle room from their offense right there.
Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Here's the shortstop, Alexi Ramirez, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Watching Alexi Ramirez here, it seems incredible that it was way back in 2008 that he made his major league debut. Man, time flies. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. Yimi Garcia will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with the runner at first and nobody out.
Your attention, please.
Matt Kemp will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with the runner at first and nobody out. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And these guys already have 1 home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
And that's cut on and missed by Kemp as they move ahead of him now 0-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game. Derek Norris steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Ready on 1-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Yonhervis Solarte will step in. He doubled home a couple his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Hit sharply toward the right side. Puig is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Padres lead it 3-1. Justin Turner will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Yasiel Puig will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
The catcher, number 9.
Yasmani Grandal will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight.
And, Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least 1 across before the 9th.
Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
And maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Hard to believe he let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They still trail it here 3-1. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Melvin Upton Jr. as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. This man out for a 2nd inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
Here's the 0-2. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
A classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And a great start to the 9th as this ought to be extra bases. And he'll begin this ninth inning with a double.
Well, he smokes this ball right here. This is a fastball, and he's right on it. Drives it right into the left center field gap, and he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And now third base coach Glenn Hoffman's going to wave him on home. The run scores from second, and it's a 4-1 game. And Jay will make it around to third. He's got a triple.
You think he was sitting fastball there? He blistered that thing right into the gap and all the way through it. Only question was whether it would be 2 or 3, and he wasn't going to be denied as he winds up on third with the RBI triple.
Pedro Baez will come in and pitch now.
For the Dodgers, number 52, Pedro Baez.
Standing in now, Corey Spangenberg. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Peterson. Makes the play, 1 away. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Good job there to pick up an insurance run here on the sacrifice fly. The way their starter's throwing, he may not even need it, but I bet he'll be grateful for that extra cushion, no doubt.
Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. James Shield comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1 and 2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Myers will turn for second. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
The shortstop, number 10, Alexi.
Into the box, Alexi Ramirez. He singled his last time up.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Grounded weakly toward third. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up. And Carl Crawford will come forward now, trying to stave off elimination as he'll get the first crack at things here in their half of the ninth.
It's so hard to believe that everything they've worked for all season long comes down now to these final 3 outs.
Fernando Rodney will come on here. Not a save situation, but he'll try to close it out nonetheless. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And he misses low with it, 2-0. And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
Rodney comes set. Here it is on 3-1. And the count will be full. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Ramirez has it. A spin and a throw. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Into the box now, Jock Peterson. He drew a walk his first time up. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. drifting toward the third base dugout. A quick out number 1. Kike Hernandez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 14, Kike Hernandez.
Into the seats, 0-1. Tap fouled at home plate. Runners on first with 1 down. On the ground up the middle. He'll go to the bag for 1. And the Padres are moving on. They've got a date in the NL Championship Series.
Well, that's a pretty good celebration going on down there on the field, but they know that they have a lot of work left to do, and they'll start thinking about it all over again here in a couple of days when they play in the NLCS.
And guys, the Padres were led to victory by the excellent start turned in by this man, James Shields. Strike oppose, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the 9th, but still, 8 strong innings for him. He was hitting his spots all game long.
Ball game tonight for the victorious San Diego Padres.